What's up, folks? This your boy DT 2.0. So here it is. Badang in all its glory. I'm a little late, but fuck it. It's November 18. It came out like, what, a week ago? But we finally get the big phone, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, I've been having the 12 Pro since it came out about, almost a month ago. And I pretty much have an idea of what I feel about this phone, or about the iPhone 12 Pro, 12, and 12 Pro Max in general. But I wanted to wait until I got and felt this phone in my hand before I wanted to have a final say on it. And I can tell you this, my feelings don't change about the phone, but we'll get to that later. So, you know how I do on my videos? Don't expect no benchmarks, no graphs, no damn charts. Just how I feel as a regular consumer about the product I'm holding in my hand. I ain't getting sponsored by nobody. I don't get an early release product. I'm just a regular ass consumer that bought this shit with my motherfucking money and had to wake up early to pre-order it just like everybody else. I got lucky enough to get one. This is the 128 gigabyte one. And I got it on launch day. You know, got it delivered on launch day. So I don't think it was in that much in high demand. So I don't want to say I was lucky. I just got on there early and fucking ordered the shit, even though Apple's website was tripping a little bit. And it took like 20 minutes before it even allowed me to order. But anyway, y'all know how I do. I'm gonna give you my loves, my likes, my dislikes, my concerns, and finally, if I recommend this phone, any questions y'all can ask, and I'll answer all that I can to help you as a consumer. And anything I can't, I'm pretty sure somebody else that's reading the comments will get down there and answer your questions, because we got some smart motherfuckers out there that can answer those questions probably better than me. So now on to my loves. Before we do that, we're gonna do a quick spec rundown. So this has the 6.7 inch Super Retina XDR display. Motherfuckers would be mad as hell if this was SDR display. OLED 2778 by 1284 pixel resolution, 458 PPI. It is HDR. It does have Apple's True Tone, wide tone P3 color gamut, haptic touch. What they call 2,000,001 contrast ratio, but it's an OLED display, so it's really infinite, you may as well say. 800 nits brightness, 1200 max. And I'm telling you, when you're in the sunlight and this thing lights up, because sometimes I have it in my pocket and I forget the screen is on, and it sees that darkness in my pocket. When I take this motherfucker out, it is fucking blazing. It is blazing. And then it also it immediately calms down. Fingerprint resistant coating, whatever. IP68 water resistance and dust resistance. The A14 Bionic chip, what they call next generation neural engine. 12 megapixel camera system in the back, ultra wide and telephoto. What else? It does 4K recording up to 60 frames per second in an HDR video recording in Dolby Vision up to 60 frames per second. So that's good, right? That's good. And I can't wait to start filming some videos with this, because I like to do my videos with my iPhone, but now I can't. And I'm not going to tell you what I use. I'm going to let y'all guess what I'm using right now. True Tone Flash, all that good stuff. It has the probably the most reliable unlocking system, you know, on this planet, Face ID, especially when you set it up correctly. Apple Pay, Apple Card, and all the other, all of those other things. This is a 5G phone, and I'm not going to talk about this in my video. But if you want to see me compare this 5G to another phone that's 5G, that's not an Apple iPhone, I can show you there's a difference. And I'm not going to give it to you right now, but there's a difference, because I'm not doing any tech comparisons right now, technical specifications comparisons right now. But if you want me to do a video comparing iPhone's 5G to a Samsung 5G, I'll do it. Just let me know. But this is the iPhone's first 5G phone. So I was real excited about getting this. And if I turn off my Wi-Fi, you'll see the 5G boom pop up just like that. It's fast, don't get me wrong, but is it faster than LTE? I'll let you guys be the judge of that. And it depends on what area you're in, right? FaceTime, 1080p video calling over 5G. FaceTime audio, voice over LTE, Wi-Fi calling, all of the good stuff inside of this, right? On the left side, you have the volume rocker, and also your silent switch. And I like the way that, over the years they've kept that. You can visually see it, that it's, I don't know if y'all can see that with the light, You can visually see that orange in there to let you know that it's silent, right? Because I've been at some meetings sometimes and I wanted to see if I was silent, but I didn't want to make it obvious I was pulling my phone out of my pocket. So I'll pull it out of my pocket a little bit just to glance at it. And if I see that orange, I feel more, confident that if somebody called me, it won't ring and then motherfucker won't get mad. On the other side, you have the on and off button on the top. You got that little antenna right there. And on the bottom, you have an antenna here and also your 2 speakers and also your lightning cable jack, which I thought in this round that they would do USB-C. Well, but that's another story for another day. They claim video playback is 17 hours or up to 20 hours on this phone. Up to 12 hours of stream playback, and then US audio or audio playback up to 80 hours, which I think for that's way longer than what you would need. What else? For the camera, let me open this back up without giving y'all my code. For the sensors, it has Face ID, a LiDAR scanner, barometer, 3-axis gyro, accelerometer, proximity sensor, and ambient light sensor. All of those things that have been in the phone, in the past, with the exception of that LiDAR scanner. But it's a gimmick to me. Let's just be real. I'm not going to use it. It's fun to play with, especially when you got some apps that's compatible with it, but you get tired of it real quick. And also the also reliable iOS on this version, it's 14. That I like. So that's it for the technical specifications. Now on to my loves. Love number 1, the build quality. Man, look, we got spoiled with those rounded edges for a while, and ever since the iPhone 5 or 4 came out, that we have these squared edges, and then we got into this spaceship kind of looking ordeal where Apple just went on a trip for a while. But now we're back, and I'm loving this. This thing feels like literally like a thin brick in your hand, and I like it. It has some weight to it. It's solid. It's heavy in a sense, and it feels like it could be worth the $1,100 that I paid for it without tax. I love the fact that they went back to the design of the iPhone 4 or 5, because I don't like my phones light and plasticky. Let's just be real. If I have a phone and it costs a whole lot of money, it better not feel like that HP Omen I had. Like if I dropped it, the shit will break in a fucking million pieces. No, I want my shit to feel heavy. I get it. We got into a mind sense that smaller and lighter was better. But as the years went on, because I'm old school, bigger and better and heavier has become pretty much the norm. A la, the fucking Galaxy Notes and especially that Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G. Long ass name. Anyway, this thing feels like if I dropped it, this in the ground, I have a battle, it'll lose, but it'll just have a dent on the side of it. And I don't mind that. You won't see me drop test this motherfucker because, like I said, I paid my money for this thing, and it just ain't happening. They got a lot of videos out there of people dropping these phones just for the views. I get it. I'd do the same thing if I had the money, but not with this one. This is my daily driver, so to speak. But yes, it does feel good in the hand. It is big. Don't get me wrong. It is big, but it's manageable, just like every other big phone that's out there. So don't expect to handle it with one hand. But if you've had the iPhone 11 Pro Max, you know what I'm talking about. This is a two-handed device, after all, just like every other big phone out there. The thing I like about this is the frosted back returns, and unless you touch this logo in the back, boop, boop, you're not getting no fingerprints, and it's easy to clean the logo. So I love the fact that, and I love the feel of it, but I love the fact that they kept doing this frosted back just like they did last year, and this gold just looked, nice as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna even lie. I won't ramble on, but the build quality is way nicer than what I thought, way better than what I thought, way cleaner, and I mean, it just looks like a piece of art, just like that Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G. And yet, in his hand, it felt like they put some work in this thing, and I can tell. So build quality, definitely my number 1 like. Love number 2, the screen. No, it's not 120 hertz. We were expecting it, and it's not here. I guess Apple's not ready yet. I guess they're not ready to put bigger batteries in there. Probably would have had to get a little bit thicker. Because the 120 hertz probably would eat this motherfucker alive. And I get it, because they love or they prioritize battery life over what works. Yes, it's not 120 hertz. It's 60 hertz, but it's a consistent 60 hertz, right? It feels like 120 hertz. Don't get me wrong, but you wouldn't notice the difference unless you had a 120 hertz phone right next to it. And once you do, you know this is looks jaggy as a motherfucker. Let's just be real. I really love the fact that they kept the screen the same. It's a little bit bigger, obviously, but it's crisp. It's bright as fuck. And I like the fact that it's flat all the way through and not rounded on the edges. So when I'm looking at a movie or something, it actually looks like I'm looking at a small TV. So I love that. And also, since the edges are not rounded, there's no accidental touches like I used to do on my Galaxy Note, on the edges or anything like that. The screen is bigger than last year, just a tad bit, but the phone doesn't feel bigger. And I have to give them props for that. I really do. I have to give them props for that. When you match this up with the 11 Pro Max, they're almost the same size. I don't have mine here anymore because I used it to buy this motherfucker. Again, use this with my money. Don't have that luxury. But anyway, the videos look great on here. And I feel as though now, since the screen is a little bit bigger, I really don't have to bring my iPad with me unless I'm doing some intricate work, right? Unless I'm working on a spreadsheet with a whole lot of formulas and tabs. But if I'm just going out and I just need to check my email or some shit like that, or work on one document or some schoolwork where I can really just hammer it out on my keys by opening up Microsoft Word while I'm on here, this will do me justice, right? I can pack light, I can pack tight, and still feel as though I got a device in my hand or a small computer in my hand that can handle all of the light load. Now, I'll bring my laptop or my iPad with me when I want to do the heavy load, But again, just as like always, you will not be disappointed with this screen. It has that Samsung, LG, or whoever Apple bought these screens from quality that you come to love through their TVs that they have out there and then their own phones. So screen quality, a definite love. That's it for my loves. And I say that because it's a phone and it's an iPhone, and the experience from phone to phone really doesn't change a whole lot. So on to my likes, it's the cameras. What I like about the cameras is I didn't like this setup at first, the way the way it looks a little bit offset, but it's grown on me. It's really grown on me, and I really like the way it's set up now. I like the way these rings just shine in the light, and it really sets it off. And the picture taking quality or the photo quality, hey, it's not a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, but it'll do for portraits or whatever that you need to do while you're out and about, whether you're on vacation or you're at a graduation or something like that. But don't expect to take no wedding pics with this, right? Let's just be real, right? Go get yourself a real damn camera if you want to take some good pictures, where if you zoom in, you can see noise and all that bullshit. None of these phones are for that, right? But this camera's a little bit better, because we're getting to the point where these cameras are not getting any better without buying these phone cameras are not getting any better without actually buying a camera, because they need to keep these things small and light. So the camera quality, especially the video quality, as I've been recording my videos previously using the iPhone, the iPhone 11 Pro Max, has been great. That 4K 60 has been off the chain. Yes, it eats up a lot of space, but at the same time, I saw no jagginess or no fuckery in any of the videos that I filmed, and that's what I really like about iPhones. It gets a little hot, but guess what? It's extremely reliable. So definitely love the cameras. Like the cameras, and I'm starting to love them. Let's just be real. I'm not a camera guy at the end of the day. I just take small pictures, doing small things throughout the day to photo memories, and then that's it. And if that's what you like to do, these cameras will not disappoint you. So cameras, my number one like. Number two like, it's the iOS 14. When I first opened this phone and loaded up my my software or my backup onto the phone and started using it, there were some hiccups. Yes, there were some hiccups. There was some pauses, some freezes, something like that. But an update came out a couple of days ago. I've seen none of that. So you have to give them props about iOS 14, that it's so great you don't even notice it's been updated. There's a lot of other things in here that they added that I won't get into in this video, because this is just about the product and not the software. But I'm telling you, when you can buy a product and you can, switch from my 11 Pro Max to this, and it's seamless, and I can start using this as if I still have my 11 Pro Max. That just goes to show you that the iOS system in general, or software in general, is just off the chain. Once I loaded my, my backup on this, I just walked out the house. It took literally an hour with the phone sitting right next to each other. And I was, after it downloaded all my apps, which didn't take that long because I don't have that many on here, I was good to go. And that could be a good and a bad because I don't see anything new. I know they have the widgets, but I don't like to add the widgets to my front screen because I'm kind of used to this. If I want to see the fucking weather, bam, I can just slide to the left where the widgets used to, has always been. But all the other things I love. And I love the way iOS is pretty much in the bed with all of the other software that Apple makes. It's the iPad OS, it's the Mac OS, it's the Watch OS. All of it's just integrated. So if you're an Apple guy and you want the latest and greatest technology for the things that Apple's going to do now and in the future, this is the phone to get. Really, it's with the Pro Max, but you can get away with if you want to use it as an excuse to get the latest and greatest and tell your old lady, hey, I need the newest phone because it has the newest technology. Go ahead and get it. It's your fucking money. Why not? Right? Did I have to upgrade? Of course not. But I wanted to upgrade because I really love, going back to one of my loves, the design. So iOS 14, my number 2 like. And one other thing before I move on, right? Because I know you're going to have some folks out there saying, oh, he's an Apple fanboy. I'm really not, even though I have all of their products. But I got a lot of Samsung shit in here too. I got Samsung TVs. I got LG TVs. I got Samsung phone. Fuck, I got this old dusty ass charger sitting here that I use to charge my phones and the Galaxy Watch. So I'm just a tech guy. Do I prefer Apple because I have a lot of storage and shit on? Yeah, of course, just like everybody else. But Apple knows what they're doing, and it'll consume you after a while to where it becomes part of your everyday life. And that's what iOS 14 does for you. I love the fact that I can get to my MacBook's desktop from my phone and snatch files on there. I like the fact that when I have this phone sitting on a charger and I'm on my MacBook or my iPad, if my phone rings, them shits ring too. If I get a text, them shits give me the text too. So before you diss these phones without trying to use them, try them out. Are they expensive? Yes, but fuck. All right, look at the Galaxy Z Fold 2. Let me open this up again. That shit's expensive as fuck too. Look at the Note 25G. That shit's expensive as fuck too. That used to be the hit on Apple. Now it's not a hit because all phones are expensive. So what's your excuse now? Right? What's your excuse now? None. Try our iOS 14. You might like it. I'm trying to keep this video short, and I'm trying to sum up all of my likes and loves. So I'll keep it short and sweet. Right? One thing. And now I'm on to my unfortunates. And one of my first unfortunates, and I know you've probably been seeing it throughout this video, and I've been doing it on purpose to not clean it, is these goddamn edges, right? And I don't know if you can see those fingerprints in there, but this shit is so shiny. Now, don't get me wrong. It's solid on the sides, right? It's real solid. You know this is real metal that they have here. It's not any plastic, but it's so fucking real that it takes every fucking fingerprint. It don't matter how clean your hands is. Every fingerprint that you do or that you have when you touch this thing is going to be on there and stay on there, and it's impossible to keep clean. I'm talking about fucking possible. What the fuck was they thinking when they did this? It wasn't on the iPhone 5. It's not on the iPad. So why they didn't just make this shit, brushed metal or aluminum or something like that? I get it. You wanted this gold to stick and give it that blang, or that bling, but damn, right? They're killing me with this because my OCD is going into fucking overdrive for real. So immediately, as soon as I bought it, I bought a fucking case to go on it. Right. And I love this. Yeah, I overpaid for the Apple case. I know I can get Spigen from Amazon for like $25, but I really wanted to try original product, especially with that MagSafe in there. I know y'all see it, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, these edges, they're fucking killing me. They're killing me while I'm making this video because every time I touch it, it's like, ugh. Like, come on, man. What was y'all thinking? Bro, y'all killing me. Anyway, just like the watch, or unlike the watch, I don't think this is diamond coated. Right, which means it probably will take scratches even easier than with the watch does, right? I've been having the gold Apple Watch, and this is the gold stainless steel Apple Watch, for years. Let's just be real. For the last few years, taking it to the gym every fucking day, lifting weights, running. Not one fucking scratch on these watches. And these are diamond-like coating. There was only one time I scratched it, and I really hit something really hard that had a sharp edge, getting a fucking soda out of the soda machine. I shouldn't have been getting that damn soda anyway. But it hit the edge of the soda machine that had a metal lock around it to keep people from stealing it, and it scratched the damn watch. And I was fucking pissed because I'm like, out of all of this shit I've been doing, it scratched it. But anyway, it'll be even easier with these edges. So just be mindful of that. If your OCD don't like, or if you don't like fingerprints on your stuff and your OCD is kicking in, get something, get a D-brand skin. I'm not sponsored by them motherfuckers, to put on here, or get a case to put on here and solve that problem with the quickness. Or a bumper. I don't even think they sell bumpers anymore. But yeah, these edges, come on. Y'all got to do better than that. Number 2 dislike. And you probably get some people bitching and whining about this one, but let's just be real. It's the same damn phone. I noticed that once I loaded my backup on here, that after I started using it for, a few days, and I slapped the case on it, it's the same damn phone, right? Same experience. Now that's a good and a bad thing, because a lot of folks don't like change, right? But when I get a new product, I want to feel like it's new. And once I slap a case on this, and I'll do it right now because these edges are killing me, I'm gonna have to clean them later. Once I slap a case on this, nobody notices that it's an iPhone 12 Pro Max unless they really look at the edges and see that they're rounded off. But I could have bought a case that has the edges squared off, or unless you're fucking show off and you're telling them. Now, I'm not one of those motherfuckers that'll show off anyway. I just like to have my shit sitting on the table and somebody tell me, hey, is that the new one? Yeah. Well, what's new about it? It looks different, but the experience is still the same. Yes, new processor, faster processor in it. Yes, the screen is a little bit bigger. Can you really tell? Nah, you can't. Yes, the color is different. Yes, and I like the way when I put this case on here, you can still see that sliver of gold in there. So I really like that black and gold. I'm a Saints fan, so y'all know, as y'all saw my hat in my picture. So I really like the way that goes together. But anyway, it's the same experience. Me personally, I don't mind that. Again, because when it comes to my technology, I don't want to spend my time learning. So if Apple made drastic changes to iOS 14, I probably would have been bitching and whining because I'm starting from scratch. But this, on the other hand, I don't mind. But some people may not like it. So it's in my dislikes because I just feel like I paid $1,100 for the same phone after about 30 minutes to an hour of using it, where the design just faded into the background. And I'm saying that in a bad way, but not in a too bad way. But if you're expecting to get this phone and expect it to feel brand new, the screen is not that much bigger. It's just a little bit bigger, so you won't feel like it's a brand new product, just a new product. It's not going to give you that Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G feel. Nah, you're not getting that with this one. So, same phone. It's my unfortunate number 2. Fortunate number 3. What the fuck is up with this shit? Look at this box, man. Look at this. What the fuck's in here? Nothing but a damn charger that was in here and some fucking stickers. Really? For $1,100? Really? Come on, Apple. Come on. No headphones? No, I didn't use it because they saw it in the motherfucker, right? But for $1,100, stick me the old ass AirPods in here, right? The ones that you're probably about to sell for $99 during the holiday season, right? Give me a pair of those cheap Beats that you got out there that you ain't selling. Give me something in the box, something to make this $1,100 phone worthwhile instead of a charging cable, and not even a charging brick. Give me the fucking fast charger. Give me a MagSafe charger in here. Give me something. Now I'm bitching and whining about it, and I know, yeah, we're trying to, care for the environment and everything by not giving these chargers out. But man, that's a cop out. That's a cop out. I think Samsung even gives you the option when you order in their phone. Hey, if you really want the charging brick, we'll give it to you. If you don't, we won't give it to you. At least give me that option. But don't just fucking not give it to me. Right? Don't just give me a sorry ass fucking same cable that you've been having in inventory since when you first went over to the lightning cable. Let's just be real. Them cables probably 30 cents now, and they coming with an $1,100 phone, so you already know they're making money hand over fist. hand over fist. Yeah, I'm a little heated about that. Right? When I got the box and I opened it and I saw how fucking flat it was, I was like, what the fuck is this? Next thing you know, we're just gonna be getting the phone and they're gonna be like, be happy you got that, motherfucker. You know, I'm tripping right now, but still, you know, I want them to make me feel like I'm getting an iPhone for the first time. And they just assume that all customers have had an iPhone over the years at least once, and you still have the cables or the charging bricks, you know, stuck away in a drawer somewhere where you could pull them out for reference. No, because I remember I used to break them shits left and right, especially when you use them a lot before wireless charging came about. So, Apple, man, you just got to be real. Let's just be real. Stop fucking around. Go back and start giving us, or give us the option to give us the good shit, and stop just giving us the phone. Because I believe next time they redesign this thing, however they do, I don't know what they're gonna go to next, because we're getting to the point where fuck, what else can you do? It's just gonna be the phone in there, right? They probably ain't gonna give you the box. They're gonna be like, there you go, motherfucker, take that. Anyway, I'm tripping, but yeah, I can't give them a pass on that. Nothing in the box. Definite dislike. Those are my loves and my likes, and of course my dislikes. Now my concerns. Do I have any concerns with this phone? And no, let's just be real. To me, in my experience with Apple in the past, especially with customer service, it's the fucking best in the business. I only had one issue, and that issue got resolved in a day. Other than that, over the years, when I've had problems with MacBooks, when I've had problems with my iPad, I don't think I ever had a problem with my iPad. Fucking telemarketer. You know, it's just, they just take care of you, right? There was one time I brought my iPhone in because the silencer switch, which hasn't changed in years, was just a little loose. They gave me a new fucking phone. The dude went to the back and was like, here you go. You want me to help you restore your backup? I'm like, no. They took my phone with buku scratches on the back and on the front, and just gave me a brand new fucking phone. I was like, this is highway robbery. So no concerns here. All right, especially if you get the Apple Care warranty with theft and all of that costs like $12 a month or whatever. It's better than what T-Mobile trying to charge like $25 a month. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know. Another thing I like about this, and that's not a concern, since we're talking about concerns, I'm gonna tell you things that's not a concern, is iOS 14, right? And I didn't mention this when it was in my likes, but I like the fact that when Apple comes out with an update, it doesn't just go to this phone or last year's phone or phones before that. This motherfucking iOS 14 goes all the way back to the fucking iPhone 6S, which came out in 2015. Think about that. If you have an iPhone 6S, whoever y'all caveman motherfuckers out there, they still got one. And I know one person at work that got one with a cracked screen of all things, but he clinging on to him like a pair of holy draws. He can get iOS 14 updates. And it's crazy. You may not get every option that's available in iOS 14, but he can update and his phone will work just fine. Yeah, I know there was a scandal out there about Apple with the battery, but I think they did have some good intentions behind it. That's just my opinion. You have to read the stories on your own. But, you know, I think that when you buy these products and you want to keep this product, especially with COVID, and you lose your job or you're not working as much as you used to, or they drop you to part-time, you can have this product for a while and not have to worry about it being broken or out of date, and the security updates are not as fast or not coming at all, and something happens to your fucking phone. You won't have to worry about with this phone, at least for, I say, 5 to 6 years. Now, name one Samsung phone or LG phone or any other phone company, Xiaomi or One or OnePlus, name any of those phones and how far they go back, right? When they come out, when Android comes, and I'm not knocking on Android. Again, I'm not an Apple lover so much that I hate Android, because I got both phones and I love both operating systems. But it's just when Android comes out with an update, if you got a Google phone, you're good to go. If you don't have a Google phone, it has to go through the manufacturer. They do their shit with it, and then it has to go through the carrier if you didn't buy directly through the carrier, and then they have to do their shit with it, and then you get it 2, 3, 4 months later, or even 6 months later, right? Complete bullshit. I like the fact that Apple took positive and keeps positive control of their software, right? And when they come out with updates, everybody get it. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, and what carrier you're with, right? So I have no concerns about this Apple iPhone. The build quality is great. If I drop it, I feel that I'm not going to lose it. It's covered by Apple Care. I know if I crack it, they're going to replace the screen for free, or they're going to give me a new fucking phone, you know. So I would feel safe to say you're okay to buy this phone, but I'll say that in my recommendations. But anyway, no concerns here, but there's some good concerns here. And on to my recommendation. And again, folks, I'm trying to keep this video short and not go into the intricate details of what you can do with iOS 14. If you want a video like that, just let me know. I can fuck around with the phone a little bit. But again, if you have an iPhone, you already know how it works. So do I recommend the iPhone 12 Pro Max? At the end of the day, of course, if you're a tech guy, you're going to fucking get it. You're going to bitch and complain about this. Now that I let you know. But you know, you're going to bitch and complain about, oh, it's actually the same experience as it was last year. But guess what? Yeah, you're going to love it, right? I didn't mention this. The speakers are nice. But that's an unmentionable because they were nice last year and they were nice a year before that, right? Apple does their speakers just fine. If you have an 11 Pro Max, is it worth the upgrade? Nah, if you're pinching your pennies, I don't think so. I don't think so, unless you really want this redesign. Right? The cameras in the back look about the same. They did a little bit of glossing up with them, right? The MagSafe thing is just basically a fucking magnet with a wireless charger. I have the MagSafe charger here, and yes, it'll connect just as fine, and it is pretty secure, right? But at the end of the day, this is just a regular wireless charger with a magnet on it, and there's some magnets inside the phone because I can put my iPod Pros on here. I can put my Galaxy Note on here. I can put my Galaxy Z Fold 5G on here, and they'll charge just the same. So don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. This is just a wireless charger with a fucking magnet on it. But anyway, if you have the iPhone 11 Pro Max, is it worth the upgrade? Nah, no. Of course, the app's worth open a little bit faster, but not so fast, but that you have to have it. So save your coin if you want. But if you're a tech guy like me, you're gonna go out and buy this piece because I really like the way this feels in comparison to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. You know, definite plus on my end in the build quality. And I can't speak about this enough because I think if they'd have kept the design the same, I wouldn't have bought this. You know, and I like the fact that, again, you know, we used to hit on Apple about, you know, oh, it's only starting at 64 gigs. Well, this is the 128 gigabytes, and it's just fine for me. I don't know who's going to go for the 256 or 512 unless you take major pictures and you don't like to use iCloud, you know, for only $3 a month, you know. So am I going to keep this phone? Of course, you know. I'm a phone guy. I'm going to keep the latest and greatest, and I'm going to play with this, and I'm going to keep pushing it to its limits until I come up with an issue. And if I do come up with an issue, you guys will be the first to know. You know, will I upgrade next year if this has the same design but just a new chip in it? Nah. But I'm lying like a motherfucker. I am. Let's just be real. I'm one of those motherfuckers because I said I wasn't going to get this one, and I went and got it anyway. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. If you have any other questions about this, again, hit me in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you. And if I can't, like I said before, I'm pretty sure there's some smart motherfuckers out there that'll help us out to answer all the questions about this phone in case you're thinking about buying it. Thanks for watching. This is DT 2.0, and I'm out.